Fixed right now.
And then for next week, print it, right?
If you can, yes.
Inshallah.
Now, Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah sallallahu wa ba'd. First, let me look at the time real quick.
It is 6:05, Sheikh.
Okay. You want to call the adhan real quick for Isha?
No.
Okay, inshallah.
Inside or outside?
You could just call over here.
Right here?
Yeah, it's fine. Just call here. Inshallah.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya ala salah. Hayya ala salah. Hayya ala falah. Hayya ala falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
Now, tell you inshallah. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah sallallahu wa ba'd. Then, inshallah, is the angle okay here? I want to see.
I think it may be a little bit too close, Sheikh.
Okay. Is this good right here?
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. We have some people that are watching with us, inshallah. Now, so before we started, we were studying a book called Tamheed. And Tamheed is like introduction, okay? And there are certain principles in Qawaid that would be very nice for you to learn, okay? However, if you're at the level as the students are who are here, and I have to go with the students that are present, because they're consistently here. If you're at the level where you're reading and writing, the book may not go through at the pace, and it may be harder for you to review. So I decided to go into a different book from the step one, okay? This book is Al-Arabi to Ben Yadayk. It's a very famous book for conversational Arabic, okay? What this book is and what it is not. This is a great book for vocabulary. This is a very good book to learn how to have conversations, okay? This is not a good book to learn principles of grammar and sarf, morphology, right? It will teach it to you, but it doesn't teach it to you like dars, okay? The way we will go is the way that my ustad told me we should go, okay? I finished this book, actually, this book right here, I finished this book several times, okay? We will go through this book chapter for chapter, and we are going to explore some basic elements of the Arabic language in the conversation, okay? And we will also explore basic elements of sarf, morphology, okay? Knowing the roots of words and when you add something or take something away, what happens to the meaning, right? And we'll go about this here for chapter, inshallah, okay? The more further we go, the less English we're going to use. It's going to be very heavy in Arabic, okay? It's very important that you, don't be nervous, you know, and understand things that are hard for me to understand every day still. I am not an Arab, okay? Yani, by the fact that I can understand and converse and talk and speak in Arabic, well, this is one issue. But yani, my dialect is going to be deficient. I'm going to have slang. I'm going to have a way that I say things that is not going to sound exactly clear the way it comes out, fusha. And even a lot of Arabs, they will not have this. Because the dialect they speak, yani, they say, instead of jim, they say gim, or think this is going to have a big effect on them, okay? So, don't give up. Allow yourself to make mistakes, and we will allow you to make mistakes, okay? Follow these lessons, go through each lesson, focus on each lesson, master each lesson, and we'll move forward, inshallah. Okay? The first lesson starts on the PDF on page 6. Page 6. Oh, right there. Yes. Okay. Jay. Repeat after me. It says Al-Wahdatu.
Al-Wahdatu.
Al-Ula.
Al-Ula.
Okay. Al-Wahda, it means basically one from several, right? Like a part one, okay? So Al-Wahda, Al-Wahda, okay? Al-Wahda, two. If I put this line like this means this. Sometimes I will write that way.
Okay.
Okay? It's just my habit. Okay? I will try not to do that in the beginning. Okay? Also, sometimes when there's a fa, I will say fa, like this.
Okay.
Okay? If it's a ya, I may say like this. If it's a ta, I may say like this. Okay? If it's a sheen, I'm gonna say like this, okay?
Okay.
Just be aware, right? If you see that, and it's just from my deficiency of not paying attention, and it's shorthand. It's a way that I can write just a little bit faster. I'm not in a rush, okay? الوحدة الأولى.
الوحدة الأولى.
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 Okay. Al-Ula means first. Okay?
Okay.
Feminine.
Al-Ula.
There's feminine and masculine. Okay? We'll go in through bit by bit. But it means Al-Ula is feminine. Al-Awwal is masculine. Okay? An example is this is a Dars al-Awwal. This is the lesson 1, the first lesson. A Dars al-Awwal. Okay? A Darsu al-Awwal. Okay? Al-Awwal. A Dars al-Awwal. Okay? It's the first lesson. Also, I'm not going to focus on every time writing every haraka on there.
No.
Because this is al-awwal and this is al-ula. Okay? This is al-ula. Okay? Al-ula. So you have the masculine and you have the feminine. Okay?
No.
This is in cardinal order. First, second, third, like that.
Okay.
This means first. Okay?
Okay.
Lesson 1, right, would be like, or one lesson would be, or would it be, would you say one lesson? Yani, one lesson, right?
I'm gonna move it back a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here.
Darsun أول يعني واحد Darsun واحد, right? واحد, one lesson, okay? One lesson, okay? So, just know that this means first, okay? And this goes through this in the book.
Inshallah.
Okay, inshallah, right? Any questions about al-wahdatu and al-ula?
الوحدة الأولى. So
Al-wahdatu.
الوحدة.
Al-wahdatu.
الوحدة.
Wahda.
الوح.
Wah. Wahat. Wahda.
وحدة.
Al-wahdatu.
الوحدة
Al-ula.
الأولى.
Yes.
What does the first one mean again?
This means like part 1, chapter 1, basically. Okay. This is not chapter though. Al-wahda is like one of many.
Okay.
Right? It's like the first place you're going to go, right?
Okay.
It's the first part of it, okay? So we're in the first book, right? We're in Kitab al-Awwal,
كتاب الأول.
يعني الدرس الأول, الوحدة الأولى.
الوحدة
Okay.
الأولى.
So the first lesson in the first book is al-wahdatu al-ula, right? So synonyms, yani, would be like bad, right? Chapter, okay? All right. So we have al-wahdatul ula. Then he says at-tahiyya. Say at-tahiyya.
التحية.
At-tahiyya. At-tahiyyatu.
التحية.
At-tahiyyatu.
التحية.
Okay. Wa
و
at-ta'aruf.
والتعارف.
Ta'aruf.
والتعارف.
Okay. What ta'aruf? Okay.
والتعارف.
Okay. جيد. التهيئة يعني
تحية.
مثلا okay. إذا أدخل المسجد أنا أذهب إلى المسجد
مسجد.
فأدخل يعني أنا خارج المسجد فأدخل المسجد أدخل بيميني يميني okay. باليميني هكذا أدخل هكذا right. أدخل هكذا وأصلي ركعتين تحية المسجد قبل أجلس okay. قبل أجلس ثم أجلس في المسجد بعد تحية المسجد لا تجلس في المسجد حتى تصلي ركعتين تحية المسجد.
أوكي.
فهمت؟
نعم.
نعم. أنت عربي. هكذا. We'll use Arabic like this.
نعم.
Okay. قبل بعد أدخل المسجد. Okay. أدخل المسجد. يعني أدخل في الباب هذا الباب.
Open the door.
أدخل بيميني.
Enter with the right foot.
نعم. في المسجد.
The masjid.
ثم يعني أصلي ركعتين ليس ركعة واحد ركعتين
Okay.
ثم أجلس
Okay. Okay. Pray 2 rak'ah before you sit down.
نعم هكذا جيد
جيد.
التحية
التحية.
هاي
Hello.
hello التحية
التحية.
السلام عليكم
السلام عليكم.
التحية
التحية.
هذه التحية التحية
التحية.
هاي التحية
Oh, that's a good word.
التحية جيد عمر
نعم.
ما معنى يعني خذ أنت خذ لي مثال للتحية كيف التحية يعني كيف التحية
Hi, how are you?
هذا تحية
Ah.
I'm not going to say anything else after that. That is what tahiyya means.
تحية.
Tahiyya means Assalamu alaikum, hi, ahlan wa sahlan, marhaban, هكذا.
Ah.
Okay. هذا تهية.
هذا تهية.
والتعارف.
والتعارف.
وكلمة. كلمة. 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 ثلاث كلمات. واحد. اثنين. ثلاثة. التهية الكلمة الأولى.
التحية.
ثم الثانية وهو حرف.
وحرف.
وحرف نوع من كلمات. جيد. كلمات means word. كلمات is words.
كلمة.
Kalima is one word. Okay. There are 3 words here. Okay. توجد أنت توجد. ترى أنت ترى.
سي.
نعم. ترى. ثلاثة كلمات.
So you see 3 words?
Yes.
نعم.
هذه كلمات ثلاثة. اسم حرف اسم.
اسم حرف.
Jay, we're not going to say anything more than that now.
No.
What is this? This word is a what?
كلمات.
اسم.
Oh, اسم.
It's a kalima.
كلمة.
And what kind of kalima is it?
اسم.
It's an ism.
No.
Don't say noun. I'll tell you why. Now I'm going to write a qaida. I'm going to write a principle, and this will be your principle for the day.
Okay.
Okay? The types of words are 3. Okay? Kalimat. Okay? Al-kalimat. Okay? Al-kalimat. There are 3. Okay? Ism. Ismun. Okay? Ism. Okay? And you should write it like that. Don't write it with a hamza. That's wrong.
Okay.
Okay? Ism. Then you have a fear. Fear. Say fear.
فعل.
فيع.
Fear.
فيع.
Then you have a harf.
حرف.
Harf. Harf. Okay?
No.
Jake. An ism, sometimes people say is a noun. That is wrong. It's deficient. It's deficient to say it's a noun. Okay? An ism is a word that has a meaning. And that meaning is in the word itself. And it's not restricted by time.
Okay.
For example, tahiyya. At-tahiyya.
التحية.
A-tahiyya is a tahiyya as long as you're doing the things that a tahiyya is. Right? That's as long as it is a tahiyya. Right? Is saying hi a tahiyya? Yes. Is saying assalamu alaikum a tahiyya? Yes. Is saying ahlan wa sahlan a tahiyya? Yes. How do you say in Spanish? ¿Cómo está?
Yeah. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola. Right? Hola. That is
Hello. Hi.
That is tahiyya,
No.
even if it's in a different language, because it has a meaning,
Okay.
right? Of basically greeting.
Green.
Okay? And it is that meaning, and it was that meaning. As long as what was happening then was greeting, it is that meaning as long as I am doing that thing. And it will mean tahiyya will mean the same thing in the future as long as I'm doing those things, right? Better example. Okay? A better example for an ism. Okay? Let's say the word kitab. Okay? Say kitab.
كتاب.
Kitabun.
كتاب.
Okay? A kitab is a kitab. Yani kitab.
Okay.
Yani أقرأ الكتاب. And it's a kitab
Read.
as long as it's a kitab. If I tear the pages out of the kitab, and I hold the page up and I say, look, man, I told you, I'll give you your book back, your kitab back. What will you say?
That's not my
That's
book.
not the kitab, brother.
That's not my book.
That's a page.
No.
You're ripping me off.
No.
Right? It's not kitab.
Yeah.
That is not a kitab. I'm like, brother, it's a kitab. Look, here's kitab. Right? It's like, this is not kitab. Okay, this is paper. Okay?
No.
Right? Give me my book, please.
No.
Give me my kitab. Right? So it's a kitab as long as it is kitab. As long as it ceases being kitab, it's not kitab anymore. That's what ism means.
Okay.
Okay? That's what ism means.
Okay.
Fi'l is like that
Yeah.
because it has a meaning. Okay? And it has a meaning as long as that meaning is there. But it's not, and it is restricted by time. For example, a fi'l, and I'll write the fi'l in purple, okay? The fi'l is going to go in purple. The harf, the ism is in blue. The harf is in black. Okay, I hope that they can see that. All right, the fi'l is going to be purple now. The fi'l, I'm going to write it like this. Fa'ala. Yaf'alu. And al-fi'l. No, this is confusing. And if'al. Okay. Fa'ala means he did. When did he do? He did do as long as he was doing, right? What if he wasn't doing? Would you say he did?
No.
You wouldn't say he did. Okay? Now, if I say he is doing, that changes the meaning. Because now I mean he is doing. Maybe he wasn't, but he is now.
Okay.
Will he in the future? Who knows? He could. Now, if al, do it. When will you do it? Will you do it exactly now? Or will you do it in the future from the time I say do it? You'll do it in the future. Nobody says it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Well, that'd be great with kids.
No.
It's like, it's just, sit down. And they're just automatically sitting. You're like, man, right? So they will do it after. So this word now has the same meaning, to do. To do. He did, he is doing, do it. You can't do the same here with kitab.
Okay.
What you saw me do
None.
was I turned this into an ism,
Yeah.
which we'll talk about later.
Fa'ala.
Right now, this is called a past tense fi'l, fi'l maldi, past tense. This is fi'l mudari. We're not going to write that down even right now. It's enough for us today. Present tense, and if'al is fi'l amr, which is command.
Sure.
Okay? Past tense, present tense will take place in the future. Okay? A harf now wa and okay. For example, what? Let's just use one example. What? This wow is a harf in two ways. This is a harf, that's 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 a harf, right?
Okay.
But you put these huruf together to make kalimat.
Kalimat.
So this is a kalima that is made up of huruf. And that is a harf, and that is a harf, and that is a harf. Okay?
No.
But there are also some huruf that are kalimat by themselves. Wa is an example. Because I can say Muhammad wa Ali, I mean Muhammad and Ali. And wa now means and. Or I could say Wallahi. Now if I say Wallahi, wa means oath. I swear. It means something different. Okay? The harf only has a meaning you can understand in the context of how it's being used. If I just say what does it mean? You could be like, brother, it means different things. I told you the ba in Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, some scholars say 11 meanings for that harf, ba. And some scholars say 13.
Subhanallah.
So you only know that it means I seek Allah by knowing Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Now you understand, okay? Once you understand grammar, you'll know what kind of statement this is, so you'll know what that has to be, okay? Because it will not make sense any other way.
No.
Right? So that harf will only make sense then, okay?
Okay.
Ism, fi'l, harf, okay? So this is al-wahdatu, al-ula, at-tahiyyatu, wa-ta'arufu. التحية والتعارف وتعارف تعارف. Very important. This is a med. You have to ta'arif. Not ta'arif.
Oh.
Ta'arif, a different word.
Oh, subhanallah.
Ta'arif is like you understand.
Oh.
Right? Ta'arif, you understand. You're aware. You are aware, right?
Yeah.
Ta'arif is like it could be a question or it can be like I'm telling you that you're aware.
Oh,
right?
okay. Like a command.
And it can also have ta'aruf. Anyway, تعارف هذا شيء مختلف ليس كمثل تحية. التحية هاي السلام عليكم. التعارف ما اسمك? What is your name? ما اسمك? من أين أنت? Where are you from? هذا تعارف. Okay? تعارف ما اسمك أخي؟ اسمي عمر.
نعم.
ما اسمك؟
أنا حسبي عمر.
اسمي عمر.
اسمي عمر.
ما اسمك؟
اسمي مخاتش.
اسمه مقاتش.
آه.
اسمك عمر. اسمي عمر. عمر.
عمر. نعم.
نحن عمرين.
آه. سبحان الله.
نعم. وأنت عمر الأول وأنا عمر الثاني. فإذا دخل الشخص وهو يريدني فسيسأل لعمر الثاني. يعني إذا هو يقول أين عمر؟ سأسأله من عمر؟ تقصد عمر الثاني أو الأول؟ عمر الأول. نعم أنا عمر الثاني. هذا عمر الأول. فهمتني؟ Okay?
No.
Yes. You understood 70% of what I said.
Yeah.
Do not try to go for 100%.
Okay.
You'll burn out and you will quit learning Arabic. Even most Arabs don't understand 100%. I don't really know very many who do. Okay?
Allah.
Honestly. Okay, this takes a lot of studying. There's ulama. There are scholars of the language, which means it's not just like something that everybody can just know.
Yes.
Right? Some of the people, I tell them the books that I'm studying, they say there's no way. How are you going to study that book? You're not even Arab. How? Not insulting, but out of like, man, how?
Yes.
We didn't learn that until college. You make mistakes even when you speak, right? Aki, you're going to make mistakes. And the best of us is the one who makes mistakes and then he does what? He fixes the mistake. And he clarifies the mistake. And he's not stubborn to say, no, I did not make a mistake. For example, on the khutbah yesterday, two times, I said, astaghfiru li wa lakum. I should have said, astaghfirullah li wa lakum. Okay? Made a mistake 2 times. Okay? I'm standing here saying it. And I'm gonna say it where? Over there. You know what I mean?
Inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah. Allah gives me tawfiq, right?
Ameen.
So, Yani, you're gonna make mistakes, okay? Right now, if you understood 70% of what I said, you are A plus student. Okay? I'm going to tell you that you have to use what I'm saying now. What is an ism? Okay? It's a word that has a meaning in and of itself, independently, it has a meaning. And you know what that meaning is, and it doesn't change with time. What is a fi'l? It's like an ism, but the meaning changes with time.
Okay.
What is a harf? It doesn't have a meaning by itself. The meaning comes by understanding it, how it's being used. Okay? What is a tahiyya? A tahiyya.
التحية.
And what is a ta'aruf? Assalamu alaikum. Kayf halakum? Kayfik? Yani, ma ismuk? Ma ismuk? Hada ta'aruf. Okay? Hada a ta'aruf. Okay? That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay?
Okay.
How do you feel? Is this heavy? Be honest, Saki.
A little bit,
Okay,
but I feel
we're
like
stopping here.
if I watch it a couple
Yes,
times,
and we're stopping here.
No.
That's exactly where we're stopping.
okay, inshallah.
Our homework for the week is to know what is kalimat. Okay?
Okay.
The singular of kalimat is kalima.
Kalima.
El kalima. Okay? This is the singular. Okay? Singular is mufrad, so I'll put a mean. That's what singular means.
Okay.
Okay? Jam means plural. I'll put a gene. Okay? If I get more markers, I'll start marking all this stuff in different colors.
No.
With a clear key that will not change.
Inshallah.
But I need more markers. Alhamdulillah, my kids, man. I had a lot of markers. I still have a lot of markers, but I got like 16 black ones and like a couple red ones and a blue one. I got one right in the purple one. Right? So I guess my daughter wasn't the one who's in the markers.
No.
Right? That's the purple ones. So, al-wahda is from wahid, means one, right? It's one, right? It's what? It's the first, al-ula. It's the first of the part, okay? I'm not going to get into exact definitions in English. There's literally no reason to know that.
Okay.
Why would you know that, right? Right now, it's important later.
Okay.
But to understand everything in English, there's only so much, okay? At-tahiyya.
التحية.
At-tahiyya is, yani, hi, assalamu alaikum, hola, this is a tahiyya. Wa-ta'aruf, masmuk, what is your name, right? In Oromo they say, makanke inyu, makanke inyu.
مكان كأني.
Yeah, makanke inyu, that's the
Sure.
Oromo, right?
No.
How they say in Czech?
How are you, right?
Yes,
Как дела?
Khadila,
Yeah, как дела?
Khadula,
Yeah. Как дела? Yeah.
Как дела?
right?
Yeah.
What's your name? How do you say what's your name?
Как тебя зовут?
Khatiba zawuk,
Как, just a K.
kak,
Как тебя
tiba,
зовут?
zabut.
Yeah.
How do you say in Arabic? I mean, Spanish.
What's your name?
What's your name?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas? Yeah. Me llame Umar, huh?
Me llamo
Me llamo Umar.
Umar.
Right, there you go. Right? That is ta'aruf. Getting to know specific details, right?
Okay.
In general, the tahiyya al Muslim, wajib. Yani, when you see them, do it. Spread the salams. Alf salam. Spread it.
No.
Stop walking through the masjid. You see the brothers and, you know, just walking.
Subhanallah.
Spread the salams, Aki. Right? Spread the salams. Yani, get to know people. Masmuk Aki. What is your name? Okay. Common question. Okay. You know the tahiyya, how to do that, right? Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu
Or hi, right? Ta'aruf is to say, Masmuk.
Masmuk.
Masmuk. I'm sorry. If it's a man, it's Masmuka. Right now we're talking to men, so we're learning Masmuka right now, right? This is the question. السؤال. الجواب اسمي اسمي
اسمي عمر.
Ismi Omar.
اسمي عمر.
So this is the su'al, and this is the ijab, the jawab. Okay?
Okay.
Masmuka,
ما اسمك؟
ismi Omar.
اسمي عمر.
Okay? Alright? No questions? Okay. We'll stop here.
نعم.
Okay? When we continue on, and this will give other people a chance to get the PDF as well. If you go to the next page, it is a hiwar. It is a conversation. Okay?
Okay.
الحوار الأول. انظر واستمع وأعرف. Look. انظر
انظر
واستمع. واستمع.
واستمع
Okay? استمع وأعرف. يعني
وأعرف.
أنا أقول تقول. أنا أقول تقول. أنا أقول يعني السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام
لا.
ورحمة. السلام عليكم.
أنا أقول السلام عليكم. أنت تقول السلام عليكم. هكذا. جيد؟
نعم.
فتتبع إن شاء الله. تبع. هذا, this is a conversation, حوار, الحوار,
الحوار.
between Khalid and Khalil. Okay?
Okay. خالد الخليل.
Khalid. Say Khalidu.
خالد.
Assalamu alaikum.
السلام عليكم.
Khalil.
خليل.
Wa alaikum assalam.
وعليكم السلام.
Wa alaikum assalam.
وعليكم السلام.
Khalid.
خالد.
Ismi Khalid.
اسمي خالد.
Masmuka.
ما اسمك؟
Khalil.
خليل.
Ismi Khalil.
اسمي خليل.
Khalid.
خالد.
كيف حالك؟
كيف حالك؟
خليل.
خليل.
بخير.
بخير.
والحمد لله.
والحمد لله.
وكيف حالك أنت؟
وكيف حالك أنت؟
خالد.
خالد.
بخير.
بخير.
والحمد لله.
والحمد لله.
I try to say it like they have recordings
نعم.
in that guy's voice.
Oh.
MashaAllah. He's like, الوحدة الأولى.
خالد.
التحية والتعبد. Okay?
No.
So we're going to go over this conversation for the people who are watching. Don't worry about it. We will go. I'm going to send the book link. I'll try to make the link and put it in here. If you don't have the link, I'm going to put my email into the, or you can just, you guys are following me on Facebook. Just send me a message that I would like to follow the class, and you send me your email, and I will send you the book. All right, if I can't link it in the Facebook, I'll send it to you in a book, because I may not be as technologically advanced. You have to ask Yezin or maybe Omar, maybe you guys know.
يزن إن شاء الله.
Okay, inshallah.
Yeah.
Right? Anything that I said that is correct is from Allah and His Messenger, and anything that I said is not correct is from myself or Shaitan, and Allah and His Messenger are free from it. And Akhi, this is the reality of the haqq. The haqq is from Allah and His Messenger. The haqq is from Allah and His Messenger, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Okay? Anything else that's batil, it never came from Allah, and it never came from the Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. If somebody claims that something false came from Allah and His Messenger, he is mistaken. Wallahi. And everything that is true will be found in the Quran and the Sunnah. We don't need to go outside of these texts for anything. And our niyyah for learning this language should be, first and foremost, to learn how to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even here. Because now, for example, you say, how was the tahiyyah? How does this help me? Okay, all right. Who do you learn from? Do you learn from the people who have no knowledge, or do you learn from the people who have knowledge?
The people have
The
knowledge.
people who have knowledge. In the religion, it's not racist. It's a reality. The knowledge is in Arabic language. That means that the majority of the people you will seek out will probably be speaking Arabic if they're not Arab. Because they won't know Arabic. Because all knowledge is the Quran and the Sunnah, out from the Sahaba, the statements of the Sahaba. You need to know, right? So now you're going to go and travel to seek knowledge. When you meet the sheikh, what are you going to say? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. ما اسمك يا شيخ؟ اسمي عمر الأمريكي. كيف حالك يا شيخ؟ الله يحفظك. Right?
No.
It starts like that. ثم اجلس. Then you're going to sit. You know? واستمع, and you're going to listen. وانظر, and you're going to look. وأعرف, and you're going to repeat what they said. If you think you're going to go over there and come up with something new and be like, listen, I'm going to hear everything, and I got this new way to bring this. You're going to be mistaken. You might have a different style, but if you come with something new, right? Every newly invented matter is a bid'ah, and every bid'ah is a dalala, wa kullu dalalatin fin nar, right? And we seek refuge with Allah from that. So I just want to always make a point about Aqidah and Manhaj, even when you're learning Arabic language. Because some people will focus so much on Arabic, and as Sheikh Mukbil said, rahimahullah, learning Arabic grammar will make your heart hard. You'll become so technical. Did he say Alhamdulillah? Alhamdulillah? Or did he say Alhamdulillah? Now there's a way to say it, but Akhi, why are you focused so much on the technical aspect when you know the meaning or the intent? Now sometimes it does get technical, right? And for that we have the shuyukh. And when you don't have them, yes, you may rely on what you know, and what you know may be sufficient, it may not be, right? So it may be on you to do what? Uskut, okay? Just be quiet. Or, yani, say what you know. And Akhi, the Prophet ﷺ said, Balagu anni walau ayah, right? Yani, convey from me, even if it's just one ayah. Okay? So there's no piece of knowledge that's small. It may be short. It may be a morsel. But some of it actually is great. Alhamdulillah, how easy on the tongue. La ilaha illallah. I did not even move my lips. There's nothing greater than that statement. The best thing you can say. Should you learn that and then convey it? Yes. When you're in the masjid, the Prophet ﷺ said, Alfu salam. Yani spread the salams. Alright? Okay? And get to know your brother, ta'aruf. A Muslim, aku Muslim. A Muslim is the brother of a Muslim. Okay? So inshallah ta'ala, سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك جزاك الله خير السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. And I hope that the letters are in the right direction today. They look like they are. We'll find out when everybody's like, Akhi,
Yeah.
they're backwards. Yeah.